Alright everyone, I've got a 2013 Ford Fusion and the battery keeps dying on me. And a problem I ran into, you have to pop the hood. And here's the lever right here that you use to pull and pop the hood. Problem is, this lever is completely broken. There's a little plastic in here and it's supposed to ride on. And if you can see it up in here, and this is the cable right here that you need to pull on, but when I move this, it does absolutely nothing. So I ordered a new lever off of Amazon. I'll put a link in the description down below. I'm gonna show you how to get this lever off right now and how to at least get the hood open by pulling on this cable in here, so we can at least get into the engine compartment to charge the battery up. First thing you have to do is you have to pop this center cap off right here. I'm gonna use a pick for that. So I'm gonna get this off using a little pick like this. Like that. And allegedly, all you need to get this handle off here is a 10mm socket, which you kind of just stick in the hole here. And by sticking that in the hole, it depresses some plastic tabs, allowing you to wiggle this handle off. So I'm going to set the camera down and work on getting this off right now. All right, so I just got this off by yanking on it, and you can see inside here, the plastic is just completely shredded. And this plastic is kind of important as it rides on this lever in here and turns this thing right here. This has to pull out this way. That'll nub there is a wire that goes all the way to the front hood area. So you need to pull on this and go this way. So I'm going to take this piece out completely, as I have a new piece coming and it needs to come out anyway. So you can just grab your carpet right here and kind of just pull down and get the carpet out of the way, and you can kind of see what's going on in here. And you take this out right here, this plastic piece will come off. That'll give us easy access to pull on this little cable right there to pop open the hood for right now. Once the new piece comes in, we'll swap it out right here. We'll get the handle working again. So I'm gonna grab a socket and get this taken out. So using the same 10mm socket on a wrench, this is what you need to get this bolt out right in here. It should just come out nice and easy. Of course, I'm doing it left-handed, holding the camera. So I've got this bolt ready to come out right now. The bolt comes out, set that aside, you're gonna need it later. There's the plastic piece right here. It should just come out. Maybe. I don't know, I've never done this before. There we go. And you can see the cable, how I've kind of yanked on it before, so it's kind of got a crink in it. Don't really like that much. Now we just need to take this, get this tab out of here so this cable will be on its own. So I'm going to take that out right now using some needle nose pliers. So you don't even really need needle nose pliers to do this. So if you see on the back side of this bracket here where the cable comes in, you can pop this cable out just like this and kind of push it forward in the bracket, which should give you plenty of room to get this wire out right here. So now that you have the plastic piece off here, you can see how this would turn here like this, pulling on the cable. Cable is right in there. So this I'm going to replace when the new piece comes in. Throw that away for now. And right here is all you need to get access to pop that hood open now. So I'm going to throw a pair of vice grips right on this end of the cable here, and I'm just going to pull really hard, and it should pop open the hood. Take my vice grips like this, hook it on there, just yank really hard. You can hear the hood pop. So now we'll come back up to the front, and I notice the hood is now popped open right there. Right on the driver's side, you should be able to see that yellow piece right in here. Just reach your hand in there, push to the left on that, and the hood should open just like that. So one thing I've always had a problem with this car is you have the latches on the left side and the right side, or the driver's side and the drinker's side. You push this little yellow tab over, it unlocks both sides of the latches. This side over here, you see right in here, I don't know if you can see that right here. If I go and slam the trunk, the hood shut right now, this side won't latch properly. It's because of this right in here. It has to get pushed back down. So this all needs to get looped up in here. So I'm going to go grab some WD-40. I'm going to lube up everything in here, really work it in. So hopefully this starts to go back down on its own. You don't have to sit here and push on it. That took me a while to figure out why just the passenger side was not latching properly. It was because of this little cable right down in there that just does not reset on its own. So we're going to grab some WD-40 and lube up both this side and the driver's side. Just make sure everything's nice and clean and ready to go when we do replace the handle in the cockpit area. Alright, so we're back out here. I've got my WD-40 in a spray bottle. You know it's WD-40 because I wrote on it. This is WD-40. And I'm just going to spray it down in here to make sure it's nice and lubed up. And everything nice and coated in here, all around. Soak it in nicey nice. Both sides I'm going to do this too. Just because I want everything to be nicely lubricated. And I'm going to work it in. Probably pop the hood a few more times just to work it in nice. So I figured out this piece right down here, if you can see that right there, isn't returning all the way back down where it's supposed to go, and it kind of keeps getting stuck in the up position right up here, and it really should be down there. So I figured out that I'm actually missing a spring that goes in that hole right there. So the spring would help this return to the position where it's supposed to be, all the way in the down position, just like that. I've got it all lubed up with grease, so it's moving a lot easier now, but I still want to put a spring in this hole. I'm going to hook it. I don't know if you can see the bolts way down yonder in here. Probably can't see them. Actually, right there. That bolt right there, I'm going to hook the other side of the spring to, so it's going to go from that location down there on that bolt up to this location in this hole. And it should be about 5 inches. I went to Ace Hardware and I picked up these SP9621 pair of springs, but since it only came with one, they gave me half off. So this is the spring. It's really a light spring. I'm going to feed this side through the upper side here, and then I'm going to use a screwdriver and push it down and bump it onto that bolt down below, just to give me something to return that to the position it's supposed to be in. So I'm going to put this on right now, and we'll see how it goes. It's probably going to be tricky getting this screwed on into that little hole up here, but I think I can get it with these really long pliers. Alright, so right now I have the spring hooked on up here. You can see the spring going through the hole where the spring's supposed to be, and it goes all the way down and hooks on the bolt down below. If this camera will just focus. There you go. You can see it's hooked onto the bolt down below. It goes all the way up to this lever right here. So now when this lever pulls up, it should pull it back down to where it's supposed to go, then allowing this latch to always latch versus me having to push on that every time, get your hands all dirty. So right now I'm going to close the hood and we're going to test this out. Alrighty, so I've got my temporary pull set up right here with the vice grip, so I'm just going to yank, boop, pop it open, and let's see what happened here, if it returned where it's supposed to go. Reach down below in here and hit that little lever, and that is exactly where we want it to be right there. So now I should be able to just close this again, and we should get a nice solid thump. Alright, so the latch up here is all lubricated and in perfect working order, just like it was from the factory. We replaced the spring over on this side. I'll leave a comment in the description down below of where you'll find that spring if you need to find that spring, as well as where I got the handle coming for the inside of the car. As soon as the handle comes for the inside of the car, we'll get back inside and get that all installed. Alrighty, Amazon just showed up and dropped off the new handle right here, so we're going to unbox this real quick. I already cut the tape on it, so I can easily with one hand here. And inside here, got a new handle. We're going to compare it to the original one and a new pulling mechanism-ish thing. There's the part number, and again, I'll link down below in the description where I got this from on Amazon. So let's take this out of here, out of the plastic bags, and I'll be right back and show you. Alright, we're back. We've got them open. This is the new piece. This is the original piece. You can see how thin this top piece of plastic is right here compared to the new one right there. A lot thicker. And this one's smooth around the edges here. And over here there's actually little nubs on all four corners that this new handle here kind of slides over, so you've got more gripping action. This handle is actually, it looks like a little bit flimsier than the original here. The original was more stout, but you couldn't really get your hand on it too well. But this one seems to be pretty good. So this one's just going to slide right on over here like this. Then you just pull like that. So we're going to go bolt this up into place in the car, and I'll be right back once that's bolted in. We're going to use the same 10mm socket to bolt this back into place, get the cable in there, get that bolted in. That's the hard part. Then we just slide this handle. Should slide right over here, something like that. But once we get everything put back together in the car, we'll put the handle back on. All right, so I've got the metal cable back into the bracket here, and I just started this screw up here. So now we just need to repeat what we did and screw it back in. Get in there as far as I can that way. And away we go. Snug it up. Doesn't need to be super tight, just snug. So on the back side here, there's a piece of plastic that goes into the metal on the car. So once this is back in place, I'm going to shove all this carpet back up into place. Just working it back in underneath this plastic here. Just like that. I'm going to get a screwdriver and stuff this carpet back in. Then we're going to put the handle on right now. All right, so we've got the carpet all nicely pushed back to where it's supposed to go again. Now the last thing we need is we need to put this handle on. So this really just goes over the... It's only going on one way, so there we go. You can kind of feel it kick in there, and boom, it clicked in just like that. So that's what this aftermarket handle looks like. Much easier to grab than the other one. And the last thing we need to do is we need to put this center plug back in, which is probably the easiest thing out of everything we've done. Just like that. So now, the moment of truth awaits us is if I pull this, boom, hood popped open. Good to go. All right, everyone, that's going to be a wrap for this video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Smash that big red subscribe button. Smash that notification icon down below so you know when I do post future videos. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.